I bet you've played a lot of ANVIL Empires, either in the playtest or the pre-alpha. Well, you probably did a lot of dying. Today, I'm going to teach you how to become an elite super soldier in ANVIL Empires in just 5 simple steps. No more dying and pointless meat grinders, you're going to be dominating any battle you're in. Starting with step 1. Step 1 is the most important, so take notes. Alright, step 2, loadout. Grab the longbow. What's the difference between the longbow and the short bow? I actually have no idea, but the objective is to inflict as much pain on the enemy as possible. And I've heard, personally, that the longer ones are actually painful, and that my bow is actually the perfect size. Next, grab full leather armor, arrows, a loaf of bread for healing, and a spear for emergencies. I'll show you what that means later. Now we're on step 3, positioning. Do not attempt to be a close-range combat archer, you will die. Do not attempt to shoot up at the battlements, you will look stupid, and then you will die. You will exclusively be sniping from the walls of the enemy keep. Trust me, I'm about to explain. Step 5 is picking your target. This is the most important step, actually. You might be tempted to volley arrows into large groups of armored troops to help your allies in the shield wall, but this is dumb. You'll barely do anything to armored players. Armored players take 4, 5, 6 arrows to take down. You need to be targeting enemy archers. You are a counter sniper. 2 arrows will kill an unarmed archer, and about 3 will kill an armored one. Now let's break down some footage so I can show you exactly what I mean. Alright, in this scenario, who are we targeting? 1, 2, 3, or 4? Trick question, if you picked 1, 2, or 3, you're correct. We've got 2 unarmored archers and 1 armored archer who's slightly wounded. That means they're all going to take very few arrows. And look at this, me and this fellow archer dispatched 3 people in the time that it would take us to maybe dispatch 1 armored player.
If you're an archer, you're going to be a Giga Chad. You're looking for naked people, naked men. Look at this naked man. Look how I destroy this naked... Look how I...
Never shoot at moving targets. Look at these 2 guys. Unarmored, very easy targets, should be 2 arrows to kill, but they're moving. The travel time on these arrows is ridiculous, and they don't always land where you think they're going to land, so pick an easier target. In this situation, I'm looking around, I'm seeing armored guys, you know, where am I going to shoot? Where am I going to shoot? Boom, right there. In case you didn't see it, look at this guy. He's looting, he's stuck on the wall. Fucking idiot. He's not going to notice I'm shooting arrows at him because he's stuck in the wall. So I stuff his ass with an arrow. That's what Sun Tzu said. He said, never interrupt your enemy when he's looting. See? Look, he pulls a bow after that. Boom. He doesn't even know. He's dead. This is actually, if you think about it, a double kill. Because look at this guy. He's backed into a corner. You know, he's demoralized and he sees a guy fall out of the sky dead. Boom. He's out of the fight. Here I'm looking around for an easy target. Holy fuck, they got annihilated by a catapult shot. And I bet you didn't notice what I did wrong here, so I'm about to teach you. I am not looking at my own character, I'm looking at where I'm aiming. And if you zoom in on my character, I'm fucking dead. What an idiot. I was being stabbed the entire time. This is the next lesson. Every time you take a shot, zoom back out and look at your character. This is a good example of why you don't want to combat arch. Look, I've got this guy, he's slowed. Should be easy to pelt him with arrows, but he sees me as a soft target, and he's right. So thankfully I start running towards my fellow archer, and he helps me. He helps me. He doesn't help me, and actually he dies too. God damn it. This is a scenario where you're going to want to use your emergency spear. Notice how things are getting rather sticky. Again, an archer is killed with 1 or 2 swings of a sword, so now's the time to back off. I actually end up taking a few sniper shots here, pretty cool. Unfortunately, we get surrounded on both sides, and number 3 tip as an archer, know when to run. Check this out. I'm about to die, everyone's about to die. Watch how I book it out of here. Check this out. Boom, around the corner. No one notices me. And we're in, and we're in. I ran the wrong way, I ran deep into enemy territory. Thankfully, I get out of this one clean. Watch this. No one notices me.
Oh shit, he's got a knife. I've got a knife. Et tu, Brutus!
Alright, so tip number 5, run the correct way if you're gonna run. Picking easy targets. Look at this fucking idiot named Navy Man. There's not even Navy in this test. That's how I know he's gonna go down easy. Just like your mom. This is a good example of using the emergency spear. I can't snipe because the walls are full of enemies. The spear lets you sit back and poke with ease. So I'm moving with the infantry. I'm not part of them, you know? I'm not really like that. So I just be stabbing from the back with my spear, you know? You know how it goes. Anyway, we stab our way around. And basically what I'm trying to do here is just make a big enough beachhead where I can back off and start sniping. I don't really fuck with this whole meat grinder stuff, although I do fuck with grinder and meat. As you can see here, we've established a nice beachhead, and I'm kind of lost in the sauce at this point, so I back off and pull my bow. And that's basically what you want to use the spear for, you know, help establish some room so you can use your bow. And then you just kind of fuck off and snipe. As you can see, there's some targets down there. They're all armored, obviously. We don't fuck with that. Boom. Look at this guy. He is not zooming out and looking at his character between shots, which means he's an easy target. Just as we talked about before. Look, he doesn't even know he's being sniped. Fucking idiot. Boom. He goes down. Always reposition. As you can see, people are like sniping back at you. Always reposition after you get a kill. Look at this guy. Also, not paying attention to his character. I got 3 easy shots off. Boom. And we reposition. Same thing. Boom. Reposition. Looking for the softest target. This guy's unarmored. Easy hits, right? Boom. Fucking annihilated. See how there's those 2 arrows in the wall there? That's why we reposition. When you're sniping, you're probably getting sniped back at, so you want to keep moving. I'm down here. This is where you don't want to be. This is where you don't want to be. So I'm looking for soft targets, and then there's none down here, so I look up. You can shoot up. But here's an example of where you don't want to shoot up. Trying to shoot up to the walls from the ground, you can make it work, like I make it work here, but this is like, honestly, 1 in a million. See how this guy's arcing his arrows? You never want to do that. When you're arcing your arrows, you're looking way far away from your character, so you have no idea what's happening. That allows me to get easy shots off on this guy, and he falls down the stairs like a sack of potatoes.
If you haven't subscribed yet, now is the perfect time. I'm making weekly Anvil Empires videos. Check out the other Anvil Empires videos on my channel. I swear to God, they're better than this piece of shit you just watched. Please like and comment for the algorithm. Join the Discord, link in description. You'll probably regret that though. Thank you to our generous patrons for funding this video. Most importantly, have a good day.